Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson of D2 chapter number 5 exercise 5a, that is about solving quadratic equation by factorization. In this lesson I will solve question number 4 basic level that says solve each of the following equations. Before going to the lesson, there are some key terms that we have to understand. That what does the term solve, solution or the roots mean? I'm repeatedly discussing this thing so that we should have the clear understanding of these terms. Then what are the methods of the solution of quadratic equation? Factorization by using special algebraic identities, and we should have the command on midterm bracket or hit and trial method. And for better understanding of the lessons of mathematics, it's really important to integrate your lesson with the previous lessons. Let's move to the lesson. The first part of the question is m square minus 16m plus 64 equals to 0. Here I have selected 4 different questions for you. The reason is that I want to give you the clear understanding that which question is suitable for which identity or which method. Because if we look at first question, that is m square minus 16m plus 64, we can see the first term and the last term are the perfect squares, and the middle term is the product of their square roots with minus sign. So what we can do is we have to decide whether we can apply hit and trial method or the identities. Preferably we have to apply the perfect square identity, but which identity, either with the sum or the difference we are going to apply, that will depend upon this sign, this middle sign. If we look at a part of question number 5, we can see the first term is x square plus 10s plus 21. Here the first term is a perfect square, but 21 is not a perfect square. So it is clear difference between these two questions, that when the third term will not be the perfect square, then we will be preferably going with hit and trial method. Let's move to the question. The first part is m square minus 16m plus 64. Think about the number whose square is 64, that is m whole square plus 8 square equals to 0, and at the middle place I have to write 2, a from the first part and b is 8. Now you can see that by expressing this question in this form, I can have a square minus 2ab plus b square with me. So what I can do is I can write this expression in form of m minus 8, and now my equation will take the form m minus 8 whole square equals to 0. In order to get the value of the variable, I have to take the square root on both sides, and it will take the form m minus 8 equals to 0. Taking square root, and now in order to get the value of the variable, what I have to do, I have to shift this 8 to other side, and I will have m equals to 8. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next part. The next part of the question is 25m square plus 70m plus 49. Again look at the first term, that is 25m square. It's a perfect square term. What is the number whose square is 25? 5. And 49, 7 is the number whose square is 49. So what I will be doing, I will be writing it in form of a whole square, that is 5m whole square plus 7 whole square and plus 2ab, and a will be from the first bracket, that is 5m, and b from the second bracket, that is 7, equals to 0. Now by writing the question in this form, we can see that this is a whole square plus 2ab plus b square, because 7 5s are 35, 2s are 70. I'm getting this 2ab term back. Now I can write it in the form a plus b whole square, and it will take the form 5m plus 7 whole square equals to 0. In order to get the value of the variable, I have to take the square root again. So when I will be taking square root, it will take the form 5m plus 7 equals to 0. So in the next step, I have to shift this constant to other side by changing the sign, and this will become 5m equals to minus 7 and m equals to minus 7 by 5. As the numerator is larger than the denominator, so I have to give my answer in form of the mixed number, and 7 by 5 is 1 whole 2 by 5. I hope you are clear about these two questions, and before solving the question you must have to watch this carefully, that whether the question can be solved by hit and trial method or by any one of the perfect square identities. Coming to the next question, it says s square plus 10s plus 21 equals to 0. Here the third term, which is 21, is not a perfect square, so we will preferably be going with hit and trial method. We have discussed a lot about hit and trial method in chapter number 3. If you find any difficulty in understanding the method of hit and trial, you can watch my lesson, for which I'll give the link in the description box. Let's move to the solution. What I have to do, I have to multiply this constant with the coefficient of term having part 2, and the product comes 21. Now what I have to do with this product, I have to quickly make the prime factors of this product 3 sevens are and 7 ones are. And if you recall the method, you have to set the factors in such a way that when you add or subtract these factors, you get the middle term, which is 10. And when you multiply these two factors, you can get the product term. I will not be spending much time on this. Let's quickly move to the next step. S square plus 7s, 7s plus 3s plus 21 equals to 0, because 7 plus 3 can give me 10 and 7 multiplied by 3 can give me 21. This is the suitable choice. Now my middle term has divided into two terms, and now what I can do is I have to make the groups of like terms, and extract common number or letter as a common factor. So from the first group I can extract s out, and I will left with s plus 7 inside the bracket. Coming to the second part, 3s plus 21, I can extract 3 out, and then inside the bracket I will have on the first place s, then plus, and for table of the 21, for 21 table of 3 is suitable for 7 times, and I will have s plus 7 equals to 0. Again, if we look at the question, this s plus 7 is the common group. Extract it out, pull it out. This will become s plus 7 into s plus 3 equals to 0. In order to solve this equation, I have to apply either our condition, either s plus 7 equals to 0 or s plus 3 equals to 0. To get the value of the variable, shift the constants on the other side by changing the sign. So it will have s equals to minus 7 or s equals to minus 3. So the two roots or the solution of this equation are, s equals to minus 7 or minus 3. I hope you are clear about that how and when to apply hit and trial method. Let's move to the next part of the question. Next part is t square minus 16t plus 63 equals to 0. Again, 63 is not a perfect square, so we have to preferably apply hit and trial method here, and according to that I have to multiply this constant with the coefficient of term having part 2, and the coefficient of that term is 1, so it will become 63. Then I have to make the prime factors of that product, that is 3 2s are, 3 1s are, 3 7s are. Now I have to set these factors in such a way to make two numbers that when we add or subtract we can get the middle term, which is minus 16, and when we multiply them we can get the product term. Now think about that how to set these three numbers to get minus 16 and 63 at the same time. I think 9 and 7 will be the suitable choice. t square minus 9t minus 7t plus 63 equals to 0. Here it is really important to understand, as the middle term is negative and the product is positive, so both the signs of the middle term, when we will be breaking it up, should have minus sign with them, so that we can get the sum negative and product positive. Now let's quickly divide them in the groups and extract some number or letter as a common factor. If we look at the first group, we can see t is the common letter, and when I am extracting t out inside the bracket, I will left with t minus 9. Coming to the second part, I can see that 7 is the common table. Extract it out. Then on the first place, I can write t here and 9, because table of 7 for 63 is suitable 9 times, but here it is important that what sign I have to mark at middle place. For that we need t positive, but originally in this group t is negative. So what I will be doing, I will be extracting minus sign out, and due to that it will become t and minus 9 equals to 0, because when I will be multiplying this minus sign with this t, I can get minus 70 back, and when I will be multiplying this minus with minus, I can get this positive 63 back. Again, look carefully that t minus 9 is the common group. Extract it out, pull it out. T minus 9 into t minus 7 equals to 0. Then apply in order to solve the equation. Either t minus 9 equals to 0 or t minus 7 equals to 0. This will give me t equals to 9 or t equals to 7. I have to shift this constant to other side, So the two solutions of this equation are t equals to 9 or 7. I hope you are clear about how to solve any quadratic equation either by hit and trial method or by completing square or by applying the identities. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch, like and share my lesson and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.